I want to tell you a story about my visit to the ophthalmologist yesterday. Just a routine checkup of once a year. And because I knew that they're going to put these eye drops that dilute my pupils, I didn't bring any book. And I was thinking it'll be a wonderful opportunity to sit in the waiting room after they put the drops and do all these very high technology machines to check other things. And maybe I can meditate if I'm sitting there alone, which is usually not the case. Or maybe I'll just look at people, smile to them. Maybe we'll do a small chat. So this is what happened. I'm just up to the waiting room. Everything went as usual. And as I'm getting to the waiting room, there are already two ladies sitting there. And I'm looking at them, trying to get in contact with the eyes, the eyes doctor, nice. And I noticed that they're actually very well deep into their telephones. I have no idea how they could see so well in order to write messages or to read information, not sure. But I think they did both, and maybe they didn't read or they didn't see that well. But habit is habit. Eye drops or no eye drops. When you are accustomed to the minute that you sit down to wait or to not do something, immediately, maybe without even thinking, you reach out to the telephone, you put it in your hand, and you start doing something with the telephone. Because the mobile phones have become our new messiah. They save us from boredom. They save us from just sitting and doing nothing. I know. I don't hate telephones. Actually, I like them. And I know that for some people, or for all people at some occasions, they are really saving them. They are a need. They are a must. I'm not talking about this. Because for many other people, in many other occasions, they're just means to get over the time, to not waste the time. And actually, we are wasting the time. So I was just sitting there back to the eye doctor. I'm just sitting there and I'm really keeping myself and holding myself from not laughing because it was such a funny phenomena. I'm just sitting there with smile on my face, or maybe hidden smile on my face. And I see both of them doing the same thing, like two robots. Of course, not looking at each other, but okay, I'll just take this one as an example. So that will be my telephone now. They sit very, they really concentrate. They try to focus. Maybe they had also the drops. I'm guessing they had the drops. So they're trying to look at the telephone. So one hand holds the telephone, squint, and the other hand is actually with one finger doing this, as we do when we write messages or when we scroll. And I'm thinking to myself, a whole moment or a whole hour, I don't know how long they had to sit there because I was granted to be the first one. So I was called to the doctor after a few minutes to the doctor's room. But they're sitting there and the whole life at this particular moment is actually concentrated in one figure. And if it wasn't so funny, it would be really sad. I know you know this phenomena. I know it happens to you. And the question is, does it happen to you often? Or if it happened to you up till now, are you willing to challenge yourself and to try one time, just one single time, not to reach out to your telephone? And again, please let me emphasize, I'm not talking about if you are in an emergency situation or you've got an urgency on board. I'm talking when life goes sort of normal and you're waiting. What will happen if you allow yourself to be in the waiting? What can happen? I think you're going to get more life. You might even see a smile of a person. You might even hear a bird, not in the room, hopefully. We don't want a bird to be caught in a room, in a waiting room of the ophthalmologist. I'm just carrying this scene from yesterday in my head, and I'm really glad that it makes me smile every time I think of it, and I really wanted to share it with you. Food for thought. Look after yourself and after your eyes and fingers.